Hey guys, it's Base Kato, and today I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on the art of finessing, especially in the city of Atlanta. So the reason why I even came up with this video idea is because I moved to Atlanta back when I was 20, so I was still in college. I didn't want to go broke trying to keep up with the Joneses, I guess you could say. But I'm not keeping up with the Joneses, I'm just being myself. I want to go out, I want to be in the mix, I don't want to miss out on things. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to finesse the club scene so you spend as least money as possible. The disclaimer I want to put out is that don't go out without any money. First off, you never want to go out the house without your own. You don't want to depend on somebody else all the time to pay for you to do things. So that's the first disclaimer. The second disclaimer is that pretty much this video, don't take it too serious, but take it serious in a way because these tricks worked for me. But you don't have to take it that serious. You can just go out and have fun. It's really not that big of a deal. But this is just like a fun, silly video on how to finesse. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first steps, which honestly I'm not gonna lie, this video is not gonna be in order, because if it was gonna be in order I would have wrote down everything. So I would say the first tip is to always look your best. So what I mean by that is when you're stepping out in Atlanta, girl, you gotta step out, okay? You don't have to, but you just at least need to have your nails together, your feet together, hair done, and something with your face. If you're naturally pretty, you really don't have to do much, but if you want to enhance your face, if anything, do your eyebrows. Some people just put on lashes and that's it. Me, when I go out, if I don't have a full face of glam like this, I'll either just do my eyebrows and my eyeliner look, kind of like how I look in my last video, or I'll just do eyebrows and eyelashes. So yeah, you definitely want to look put together. When it comes to clothes, I'm not gonna lie, when I first moved to Atlanta, I was low-key, I don't want to say intimidated, but I'm gonna just use that word, but I was just intimidated going out and seeing people my age wearing designer from head to toe. I kind of felt the need to buy designer and kind of keep up with the Joneses, but you don't really have to do that. You don't have to be designer from head to toe, so you just need to be put together. The easiest way to always be put together is to buy simple clothes. So for me, for example, what I have on right now is just a bodysuit, and it zips up in the front, and it's just straight up black. Very simple, and I do like this bodysuit because it's I can either dress it up or dress it down. But basically when I shop at these places, I like to find simple tops to go with bottoms or dresses. So as far as accessories, you can go cheap or you can go expensive. It just depends on what your budget is. Back when I first moved to Atlanta, when I was 20, 21, I would buy all of my jewelry from Forever 21, real cheap jewelry. But now that I'm getting older, I do want to invest more in the metals that I purchase. I'm slowly leveling up my jewelry game, but I'm not gonna lie, I still, whenever I need something quick, I'll go to Forever 21. Actually, no, I don't go to Forever 21 anymore for jewelry. I go to Windsor. So actually, this is from Windsor. This necklace, it looks cuter in person, but Windsor, and the earrings. So I would say Windsor has really good jewelry if you're trying to buy nice looking jewelry that doesn't turn colors right away, compared to Forever 21. And then also I do like to focus on my shoes too, because I feel like shoes and your purse make an outfit. Definitely investing in a nice purse that will go with multiple outfits is a good thing to have. So yeah, that's tip number one, to invest in yourself. Another tip for finessing your way in the night world, at least in Atlanta, is I found that it's better to go out by myself or maybe with one other friend than compared to going out with a whole group of friends. Now, Let me explain, because it's like a thin line, I'll say that much. Because at a certain point, once you have so many girlfriends with you, y'all might as well just put in on a section. But that's a whole nother story. What I like to do is I like to get to the club either hella early or kind of late. So a lot of the clubs in Atlanta, like the first round of club hours, in my opinion, start between 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. If I'm going out by myself, I normally like to get to the club around, I want to say 11 or 11:30, because if I went around that time, you could still get in free to the club without having to pay to get in, because normally a lot of clubs, it's like women are free until midnight. So yeah, if you arrive around 11 or 11:30, you can basically finesse your way in. But if I don't get to the club before 12, then normally I like to go out after 1. I would say once it's 11:45, between like 11:45 to 1, that's when the line for like most clubs in Atlanta, I feel like, are like the most packed. You know, everybody's waiting outside, and like the doors, like they're always like upcharging. So me, I kind of like to go, if I don't go early before that, then I like to go kind of like after that. So like 1:30, and you're good to go. Now I will say though, if you still go at 1:30, like you'll probably still have to pay, but they won't like upcharge you, if that makes sense. But see, here's the other thing though. There's always gonna be guys that's gonna be looking for women specifically that are like cute, whatever, and they like to look for girls that are not in big groups, like maybe groups of 3, 2, 4 at the most. You can be in a big group, but all y'all gotta be on 10. Like, I know it sucks, but like it is what it is sometimes. So it's a lot of party promoters. They try to find girls that are outside waiting in line by themselves to come in and basically help promote their sections, like for the future. Like make the section look fun so people will come back to the club again. If you're waiting in line, kind of scope out the scene. Especially if you come early, like around 11:30, that is when the promoters, or kind of almost around like midnight, when the line is starting to get packed. I will say that's when the promoters are out. And like if you look like fine as fuck, you know, like if you're a 10, like honestly you could probably get in anywhere for free. If not a promoter, I know around 12, that's when people who bought sections, that's when they pull up to the club too. If you're waiting outside and like you look cute, most of the time guys will say, hey, like come with us, like we got a section. And that's the easy way to finesse, because if somebody has a section, you're good. Like they'll just put a wristband on you and you're good. You don't have to pay for nothing. So that's kind of a way to finesse the club as far as getting in and getting into a section. That's why I emphasize on investing in yourself, like taking care of how you look and everything. Because I'm not gonna lie, like when I first moved to Atlanta, it's like, I'm not saying you have to get your hair done, you have to get your nails done, this, that, and the third. Like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And I will say all of these things I did want to do eventually. But it's so crazy how the difference how people treat you here. I've never been treated horribly, but I definitely would say I get more attention when my hair is, you know, done like this, nails are done, my feet are done. And also too, just taking care of yourself as far as like exercising regularly, eating healthy, all that shit definitely pays off. Not saying that you have to do all that to look good in the club, but I'm just saying. For the purpose of this video, I'm just saying. Now, another way to finesse the club scene is, okay, let's rewind back. So sometimes whenever I would go out by myself, I would just like pay to get in normally, or get in for free. Normally cover was like $20 if anything, or $40. So once I get in, if I didn't have a section, the first thing I would always do is go to the bar and get a drink. Normally half the time, either you're gonna end up paying for your drink or someone else is gonna pay for that drink. After I pay for my drink, Cause I don't know why, like usually I need to get a drink first if I go to the club by myself. Get into this, you know, the mood. Scan the room, scan all the sections while I'm at the bar. And after that, I would highly suggest to do a full circle around the whole club. I don't care how comfortable you are. You need to walk around the entire club, because what's gonna happen is eventually someone is gonna stop you and be like, hey, oh, you fine, like come be in our section. Like that literally always happens. Like every time I walk around the club, there's always someone that's gonna stop me that's already in a section, and they're gonna be like, oh, you want a shot, you want this, you want a drink, you want to be in our section. And it's like, once you get the invite, you're good to go. And then from there, I'm not gonna lie, I do like being in sections or like section hopping all night, because I get to meet like a lot of new people. And I will say, like, people definitely go to the club to network in Atlanta, and probably like everywhere, but Atlanta especially. So I could definitely meet a lot of people at the club. Another tip for finessing the club scene is to definitely become friends with a party promoter, because, and I mean genuine friends, like don't fake it, you know. I have a lot of friends who I knew before they were party promoters, and now they promote at multiple different clubs, which that's what party promoters do. Like they promote at different clubs each week. Like I know my friends, they promote at here, I'll tell you the clubs so y'all know, like kind of like the lit clubs in Atlanta, or some of the lit clubs. They promote at the club Revel. Revel's a really good club. Rose Bar, that's a good place. Sweet Lounge and Vision Lounge. So that's like 4 places that they promote at. And so it's like pretty much every day they have something going on. So me, I never really have a problem with finding something to do. Become friends with party promoters if you're trying to go out for free. Like, let's not sugarcoat it. It's basically getting into the club for free. Because usually what happens is party promoters, they'll have a pregame going on before the club. So normally they'll invite like their homies and like all the girls that they want to walk in the section with, and it's lit. Usually the pregame is pretty fun. And then a good thing about pre-gaming with the promoters is that once the pregame ends, they usually drive to the club, or they may order like a Uber XL for everybody, so you don't have to pay to park, nothing like that. If anything, you may just have to pay for one Uber to like get back home, because I mean, once everyone's at the club, like nobody's gonna Uber back everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, like everyone's just gonna like go their separate ways. But that saves money, because Ubers be so expensive, you guys, like it's crazy. Another tip is to make friends at the club, and I'm talking about make friends with, for instance, whenever I go out, for some reason like the owner always be out at the clubs. Like whatever club I'm at, the owner of that club is usually there too. And the owners, a lot of the times, they do like to walk around and meet people. So you may get the opportunity to actually meet the owner of the club. And if you know the owner of the club, look, you get everything for free, literally. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to think of like other tips on ways to finesse in the club scene. Mind you, this is the club scene specifically in Atlanta. This is not including like just regular lounges and stuff. But hey, let me name like just a few clubs for you guys while we're at it before I end the video. Here are the clubs that I've been to that I would recommend. So Revel, Rose Bar, Vision Lounge, Gold Room, Opium, 1145, Republic. I know it's like a few other places I'm definitely missing out, but I'm thinking of, this whole video has just been like off the top of my head, you guys. So me personally, I really like going out for after hours, because it gives me time to kind of rest, because I like to take a nap before going out, and then after that, you know, I can take a shower, really kind of I don't have to rush on getting ready, because I have until 3 a.m. to get ready. And usually the after hour spots, they don't close until 6. So the after hour spots, they don't really start jumping until I would say 4 p.m. because that's when people from the other clubs are kind of like at the after hours at that point, because the other clubs probably closed at 3 a.m. So that's a 4 p.m. I meant to say 4 a.m. Crazy, right? Crazy. But it is what it is. I know it's been some nights where I left the house at 9 p.m. and did not get back home till like 8 a.m. Like, it'd be like that. Yeah, guys, this video was pretty random. Honestly, if I have more tips, I could make a part 2, or if you guys want me to make more videos like this, I definitely can. I made another Atlanta video like a year ago. That video got a lot of views, like, for my channel. So that's why I was like, you know what, let me make another video kind of like about Atlanta. So I mean, I know it seems kind of like silly to like research how the club scene is and how to like finesse, but folks want to know, like, folks want to turn up without having to break the bank, and I definitely get it. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. Honestly, I'm really tired, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the video now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.